Because I think a lot of people forgot to play football for 20 years, you know. They keep bringing up when I do wrong or something like that, you know.
Paul Gascoigne is one of the few athletes who gained the country's unorthodox love. When he made his senior debut for Newcastle in 1985, the British audience was introduced to the wild and wonderful Gazza. He has an uncontrollable talent and personality. He attracted attention right away because he was brash, irreverent, and provocative. The midfielder, with the 90s Britpop hairdo, ignited a cultural trend known as Gazzamania as a result of his impact on the pitch and in the media that occurred amidst his outstanding performance against Italy in the 1990 World Cup. The team's youngest player, he demonstrated the fragility we've come to identify with the flawed genius by enabling the Three Lions to advance to the semifinal for the first time since 1966. Due to a booking against West Germany in the semifinal, Gascoigne was disqualified from competing in the championship game. He couldn't contain his tears as England lost in a penalty shootout, ensuring that they would not go to the final. Gascoigne became a national hero as a result of his devotion. It provided him with a fresh set from which he just turned up his propensities. Many people consider Gascoigne to be England's best player because of the momentous events he went on to produce after the World Cup. Barry Davies of the BBC called his 35-yard set shot for Tottenham in the 1991 FA Cup semi-final matchup against Arsenal at Wembley as one of the finest free kicks this stadium has ever seen, and it helped Spurs win the trophy. The man who saw the shot go by is still haunted by him today. After signing a contract with Rangers in 1995, Gascoigne snubbed his adopted country during the Euro 96 group stage match against Scotland by dancing around Colin Hendry and scoring a goal that is now regarded as a work of art. Almost as much fame was attached to the event. A few years later, his tendency to peacock almost caused him conflict. After scoring during an Old Firm match, Gascoigne struck a posture that was mistakenly identified by many as the Sash, a flute player, and a loyalist band. However, this was all included in the package. Gascoigne reportedly received death threats from the IRA for that one. Chris Waddle, who once claimed that Gascoigne was the ideal footballer in terms of technique and social skills, excellent value, and never a dull moment, shared the field with Gascoigne while the two scored goals for club and country. Former England midfielder Darren Anderton shared a similar opinion when he remarked that Gazza was the only person who loved the big stage. Paul was dropped from the England team for the 1998 World Cup by manager Glenn Hoddle due to form and fitness concerns, which sent the country into a frenzy. Hoddle's choice was found to have been influenced by photos that had surfaced of Gazza out having a late-night kebab, and it was stated that the player had stormed into Hoddle's hotel room in a frenzy after learning the news. Around this period, Paul's life also began to experience significant negative use of drugs and alcohol. Although Paul was not the only footballer who enjoyed doing drugs, he faced additional difficulties because of his mental condition. He was diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 2001. Although the potential for difficulty had always existed, Paul experienced a difficult upbringing and was 10 years old when his friend's brother was killed in a car accident. He may have fallen into a spiral because these demons were still pursuing him and because of his innate tendencies. As England's once famous wonder child, Paul Gascoigne would eventually become the center of attention for events unrelated to football. He vacillated between institutions and sobriety during his retirement. Gascoigne's life turned into something of a tabloid circus when it caught up to him in the form of charges for drunk driving and penalties for other antisocial behavior. Right or wrong, Paul's past had a role in the 2018 decision to withdraw his nomination for the Scottish Football Hall of Fame. Many people were upset, pointing out Gascoigne's enduring legends, including former Rangers manager Ali McCoist, who asserts there is no question that Gascoigne has been one of the players to brighten Scottish football during the past 30 to 40 years. Notwithstanding his weaknesses, Paul Gascoigne shed light on the entire game, not just Scotland, and we honor that.